Let me change that now, because we're going to do a different game now. We're going to be doing Exquisite Ghorpse story, I think is what it's called. This is a short game that just came out. It's also free on itch.io. And it, one of the people behind Paratopic worked on this, which is why I was like, oh, I gotta play this now. So this is interesting. Let's just launch it up and see how to capture it while I talk about it. It's got some parts of this were done by Jessica Harvey, who worked on, yeah, there it is, Code and Story by Jessica Harvey, who worked on Paratopic. And there's music by the person who also worked on Paratopic, and did a great job on that. And she's done a ton of stuff. I have a bunch of her games downloaded as well to play eventually. Okay, let's capture this. And then some other parts of it were done by the people that did what was that game called? The candy corn ghost game, spookyghost.com, which in all honesty I was probably a little too hard on. I didn't like the game very much. But it was fine. It was a fine Metroidvania. It's, I was just too hard on it, I think. But anyway, so we'll see. We'll see what this is about. Cool. Haven't been camping in years. Me neither. In fact, I've never been camping and I don't want to be. I don't understand the appeal of camping. Being out there with all the bugs and things. It's getting late. Time of night always gives me the chills. Is it 4 o'clock in the morning? That's the time. That's the time you know you shouldn't be awake. Perfect time for a story. Go on. How did it go? Where did it start? Let's do it. That's not it. Take turns. And one of us has got to be right. So what you've got... Story goes like this. Never know who you can trust in a quiet town? A cloudy midsummer afternoon befell at the local graveyard, leaves rustling in the gust. No one knows for sure how it started, but the people of the quiet town knew there was no going back to normal. Which is right? Ooh, which one do we want to click? Let's go with the quiet town. Did I get it right? That sounds about right. I'm trying to think of what comes next. Who remembers? Me. We'll go again. Couple just passed the exit for Highway 23 when they saw the shadowy stranger holding up a sign they couldn't quite read. Or a team of ghost hunting crew came to spend the night, hoping to summon a restless spirit of infamous repute. Unhindered in their hunger, the living dead roamed the streets, desperate for flesh. We're going ghost hunting. Heck yeah. Did you get it right? Yeah, let's do it. But then, of course, it had been hours, but the shadowy stranger had yet to utter a single word. Or, unbeknownst to anyone, there was an eldritch cult also at the scene, attempting to awaken unspeakable horrors. Or, with a flash of lightning, the mad scientists unveiled their diabolical creation, a towering phantom clown. Oh, we're going clown. Everybody gets a chance at this. Yep, that sounds about right. And so, after that, Trying to strike up an ordinary conversation, the ordinary family asked the silent, unsettling household if they had any family of their own, or the bored teenage gang found themselves in the middle of the evil Eldritch Cult summoning circle with nowhere to run, or, despite the local townsfolk's better efforts, the endless wave of looming dead just kept coming. None of these have anything to do with the story I picked. I guess we'll go with the first one. That sounds about right. Finally. If you ever stop at the derelict gas station owned by unsettling household, don't try the jerky. The bored teenage gang backed the Phantom Clown into a corner. It was Old Man Abernathy using the abandoned carnival for land development, or, walled off by the government, the unspeakable chaos of the quiet town is said to still continue to this day. Oh, we're going Scooby-Doo. Did you get it right? Yep, sounds like it. All together now. Never quite know who to trust. The team of ghost hunting team spent the night in the town. And there's a towering phantom clown. And then there's that part of the story that doesn't seem to connect. And we did it. Terrifying or haunting? Haunting. That's a ghost story. Until next time. Yes, please. Okay. Alright, that was the game. That's kind of an interesting twist on the whole, I don't know if I would call that visual novel slash walking simulator slash story game. Cool. Alright, that was very brief and neat little experience. I like the little character designs. Those were cool. I see. This makes sense now. I was like, oh yeah, so you've got a portmanteau of Exquisite Corpse and Ghost Story and all that, and that's because you're tearing apart all these little fragments to make a story. Okay, cool. All right, yeah. Well, that was surprisingly brief. Okay, cool.